Yesterday, I asked, can you get pregnant while you're breastfeeding? Short answer, yes, absolutely you can get pregnant while breastfeeding. However, there is actually a time when you're breastfeeding that this can act as birth control. That's called lactational amenorrhea, and let's talk about it. So the lactational amenorrhea, or the LAM method, can be very effective at birth control, but only if 3 specific criteria are met. You must be less than 6 months postpartum. You must be exclusively breastfeeding, meaning that you're not having long stretches in between breastfeeding. You're not supplementing with formula. I always say at least every 3 to 4 hours. And you must have not had your period return. What's the physiology behind this and how does it work? Well, when you're breastfeeding, your prolactin level skyrockets. That's because it's prolactation. Prolactin is the hormone that helps you make breast milk. And when your prolactin level is up, the rest of your hormones tend to be down. So your estrogen level is down, and therefore it offsets and downregulates your ovulation. The key is to finding when your prolactin level drops low enough that you can start ovulating again. And often this happens when baby sleeps longer, sleeps through the night. Sometimes feeds will stretch out to over 4 hours. A lot of times if you start pumping more than direct feeding, sometimes that can take it. Or if you start introducing solid foods, this will make a difference. When those things happen, your prolactin level will drop and you will be back to ovulating. We know that this happens because when you get your first period, you have ovulated. And that is where this lactational amenorrhea does not work. So yes, can lactational amenorrhea be a wonderful option for breastfeeding moms as contraception? Yes, but only if you are doing this intentionally, feeding at least every 4 hours, and you're minimizing any supplementation. And once any of those criteria change, it's probably not as reliable. But if you're doing all of that, you can have a super low risk of pregnancy, less than 2%. Some studies show 0.4 to 2.45%. Breastfeeding is amazing and it can be used as contraception, but as you saw many people wrote in the comments below, it is not foolproof and there is a failure rate. So if you're not meeting all of those criteria of lactational amenorrhea, or you are really sure you don't want 2 under 2, talk to your gynecologist because we have lots of other options that will not affect your breastfeeding and can prevent a second PB. Share this with a friend that's breastfeeding so that they know their risk. Follow along for more Triage Tuesdays and the answer on Wednesday. I hope you learned something.